need someone to be completely and absolutely in outer space with all of his thoughts and beliefs.
Well,
that's pretty much terrible.
We need that foil. And now that he's gone, we're getting along way too well.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So we'll try to be more raucous. We'll try to think something that
we'll vilify Terry whenever we see him.
Well, it's appropriate.
Yeah.
And so we will do whatever we can. We are at Ben's Next Door. There is still time to join us at 1211 U Street Northwest.
That's right.
Right next to Ben's Chili Bowl. If you haven't joined us in the past, please do. All you have to do, you go next door to Ben's Chili Bowl, 1211 U Street. You go right into the back, up the stairs to the mezzanine, and you see a wonderful Raucous Caucus, along with Daniel on the boards here, and Kayal in the audience, and others. And all you have to do, you get to eat up here while you...
Oh man, hang out is just really cool.
It is. It's very cool. We hope you enjoy it. So, tonight we're talking about 3 things that your mother told you never to mention at the dinner table. Sex, religion, and politics.
Wow.
Right? All those things that your mom said, you know, when you go to that nice dinner party, don't bring up religion.
You're right.
Don't bring up politics. And God, no, don't bring up sex. Well, did I teach you right?
Yeah, you pretty much get it.
Right. So today we're going to talk about all 3 and the way they mix with each other, because Democrats believe that the government shouldn't tell you what to do with your body, shouldn't tell you who to marry, shouldn't tell you, it should make life easier for you to get health care. Republicans believe that the government should tell you who to marry, should tell you what to do with your own body, should tell you whether or not to have a baby, and actually mandate that you stick little tubes in your private parts.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, the most recent mandate of the Virginia.
But you know what they don't believe in? In Wisconsin, they're about to do away with the law, the equal pay law for women. They're about to do away with that in Wisconsin. They don't believe in equal pay for women.
No, women should get equal pay, but they should be required by the government to stick probes into their vaginas.
Yeah.
Because if you've been raped and you want an abortion so you don't have the rapist's child, the government of Virginia wants to rape you just one more time.
But if you're a female doctor performing that procedure, then you certainly shouldn't be paid the same as a male doctor.
Well, no.
So we got to do away with that kind of communist way of thinking.
It's all about men saying they know what's best for women. And if you vote Republican and you're a man, then obviously you want to control women's lives. And if you're a woman and you vote Republican, then you understand that men should control your lives and tell you what to do. And I'm sure all the Republicans...
Sounds like a black person vote for a Republican. Kind of like a chicken voting for Colonel Sanders. That's the way I see it.
It is kind of like that. Well, you would hope a chicken would know better.
Yeah.
You would hope so. So in Virginia, I understand the reason for this law. It's not because it's medically necessary. Some abortion doctors do ultrasounds. Some don't. It depends on the gestation period of the woman, a whole bunch of things based on medicine, based on science. But Republicans aren't much believers in science. And the reason is this, Republicans believe that if you show a woman an embryo, a forming embryo, that therefore they'll be less likely to abort. What's fascinating is studies have shown it doesn't affect the abortion rate at all. That a woman who's made the often wrenching and difficult decision whether or not to carry the embryo to term, once they come in, they pretty much made up their mind.
So it's kind of like harassment. Basically, it's kind of a form of harassment.
Right.
It's kind of
it's a government-mandated punishment. That's right. Because basically the government wants you to have that child. Now, once you have the child, they want to deny aid to the women that have the children. They certainly don't want to give health care to the child. They certainly don't want to give food stamps to the child. Let the child starve, but let the fetus live. You understand the distinction?
You know what's interesting about this, Mark? And that is, I have on a couple of occasions seen, heard Republicans on TV talk about fairly reasonable moderate Republicans talk about how they were aghast at what was going on. Talk about how they heard their wives and daughters and...
You mean the Virginia law?
Yeah. Okay. Talk about how they heard their wives and daughters, say, what in the world are you people doing? What's happening to our party? It's amazing to watch this happen, and it's like the Republican Party is melting. What's going to happen, Mark? Here's my question. I need a prediction. How is this going to affect the presidential, this direction, this I can't believe I'm saying this, this kind of anti-woman direction that the Republican Party is taking? How do you think that's going to affect things?
I think it'll help the Democrats. Look, we